Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to the Ajax TV channel. It's Aston Villa against Ajax, and I'm not gonna lie, I've not been looking forward to this game. I've been scared of this game. Villa lose this today, the season's done. Like, people will say that's dramatic, but with the horrible defeat to Spurs midweek, in the week, I should say, and the draw midweek last week, we didn't play very well, deserved to lose that game. You know, we lose today, it's the season's done. Like, it could seriously spiral. Honestly, I am terrified. I think the morale of the squad will absolutely deplete, and I mean, you don't want to think about it. You really don't want to think about it. This team has done so well this season, but that Spurs defeat is so heavy. We so desperately need to bounce back today. Like, more than I've ever said that before. This game is the biggest game of the season by a mile, and I am terrified. I don't know what you guys think, but I'm absolutely terrified. Hello to everyone on TikTok, on YouTube. We've just gone live on both Ajax TV. We're just going to read out some comments on both. Typical Jeremy, how you doing, mate? As he says hello. Hello to you, Mark, as well. Dean says, AJ, looking forward to... I don't want to think about a penalty shootout, please. I don't want to joke about that. Up the Villa. Come on, Villa. What a room you have. Cheers, I appreciate that. No hate, but I don't think you win. Your form recently is bad. I mean, look, you're allowed to have that opinion. It's why I'm scared, mate. That's why I'm worried about this type of game. They were better than us in the first leg. They were literally better than us. Broby missed an absolute sitter. And I remember thinking, like, the whole game, like, they really should be 1-0 up. And we didn't really provide anything. We had a couple, like, long-distance shots against their goalkeeper. Didn't really do anything of note. I'm quite fortunate, really, to finish the game goalless, especially with the red card with Konza. Yes, the referee was shit. A lot of Villa fans said that on Twitter. I thought it was terrible. Managed the game awfully. Stopped us playing football, really. But we still didn't play very well. You can blame the referee only to like a certain extent. We still played terribly. Lose today. Fucking hell, man. There's a lot of pressure on us to succeed because we're the biggest club in the competition, and Unai Emery has the reputation of winning European trophies. Those are two massive things on the club's shoulders right now. So please let me know what you guys think. Give me some score predictions. I'll run through them all. Thank you for the 2 roses. I do appreciate that very much. Obviously you don't have to do that, but anyone who does, I'll shout you out. Up the Villa, remember? Yeah, the Spurs look, I'll give credit to Spurs, and I was rattled, to be fair, but it is what it is. We're all football fans, and football it's a horrible sport sometimes. Spurs on the day, look, I've had a lot of time to reflect. Spurs were far better than us on the day. I still think they could bottle top 4. That opinion hasn't changed. We have seen Spurs bottle before, but you know, I've seen some Spurs fans say they could challenge for the league, and I think that's absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, I think they'll end the season well. It's just we know what they can be like, is what I'm trying to say. 3-2 Ajax, 3-1 Villa, lots of goals. Thank you for the TikTok from Douglas Luiz fan. I appreciate that, man. Biggest game in years at your home. Look, it is a huge game. It's an absolutely huge game. Speaking of Birmingham City, you're the first Birmingham fan in the chat. I gotta say, like, let's shift just for a second. Shift the attention away from Villa. Birmingham City right now is an absolute cesspit. Like, you lot are in some serious trouble of getting relegated from the Championship. Like, I'm not even just saying that to have a laugh or a joke. Birmingham City just seem to lose every single week, and are now facing a very serious relegation fight. So, yeah. I am very surprised I still get Birmingham fans in this chat when that happens. The players are coming out onto the pitch. Come on, you Villa boys! It's an absolutely packed out Villa Park today. This game sold out within just a few days of the game being on sale for tickets. So fair enough to the Villa fans. I really hope the atmosphere is absolutely electric. It really needs to be. The Ajax fans in the corner, lots of flags. I'm sure they'll make this, this atmosphere very tense as well. I just need this Villa team to turn up, honestly. If it goes to penalties, I can't watch. I just cannot watch. You couldn't beat Newcastle. I mean, Newcastle are a very good team. They've had a lot of injuries. That's why they're not doing too well. That's the only reason. Like I said, I get Blues fans in this chat. I find that really weird. You guys should be focusing on your relegation battle. Anyway, we'll go through the lineups of both teams, starting with Aston Villa in goal. Emi Martinez, a back four of Cash, Carlos, Pau Torres, Alex Moreno. An incredible back four that has played a lot of games in Europe. No back five, which I'm happy with. I hope we never play a back five again and we learn our lessons. McGinn is suspended in the league, but not in this competition, so he will start as well. Bailey, McGinn, Douglas Luiz. With Diaby, Rogers, and Watkins is your front line. It is two, well, you could say two out-and-out strikers, but we'll probably see Watkins in a more advanced role. But I like the lineup. I do like it. I just need Carlos. He can be a little bit inconsistent, and we really need Carlos to turn up today. Because at times, I do really like him. It's just there are games where he wobbles. Like the Arsenal game at home, he was brilliant. But then, he'll get absolutely ripped apart in other games and he'll make loads of mistakes. The Bournemouth game away, I thought Carlos was terrible in. So we just need a bit more consistency, really. I cannot show the game live. I get asked this every single time. There are laws in place. You cannot do it. And even if I wanted to, and even if I didn't care, accounts would be taken down and you wouldn't even be able to watch a full game. So I don't get why people ask it. I really don't. It's a waste of a comment. Fucking hell, man. This game, like I said, I used to be looking forward to the Conference League games, but because of how badly we played in the first leg, a lot of my anticipation for this game is more nerve than anything. Jordan Henderson meeting in the centre circle with John McGinn. We're gonna have a coin toss. Yoshimundo says hi AJ, predictions for the game. I really don't want to give one. I'm gonna say this because it needs to be. My prediction, because it needs to be, 1-0 Aston Villa. And I'm only saying that to try and speak it into existence. I actually, deep down, I think this will go to extra time. And I don't even want to think about penalties. It is a back five for Ajax. Ramaj in goal, Hato, Kaplan, Satalo, Sosa, Mansford, Henderson, Wrench, midfield 4. And you've got that awkward striker, Broby. The lineup did just go for a second, just bear with me. Broby is their danger man. We did speak about this in the first leg, and he probably should have scored in the first leg as well. So that is my worry. I don't think the other two players weren't the issue. Taylor and Hillenson I thought were okay. They weren't anything special. But Broby, he's a big lad, and he just hassled Longley a little bit. So I'm glad Longley's not playing today. He definitely went more on his side. So I am kind of glad that Longley's not playing. Bear with me. I'm just getting... Just so I don't forget the player names, I'm just getting the lineup saved. Well, we are underway between the two sides. Please, Aston Villa, please turn up. Dean Rickett says, yo, dude, how's life? It's not too bad right now. Not too bad. And Medford says, hope we can come back. The loss against Spurs was horrible. Unai says, I feel sick. We'll know in the first 5 passes. Okay, let's calm down. The first 5 passes is insane. Thoughts Anthony Gordon getting England call up? Deserved it. I thought Anthony Gordon's had a very good season in a very shit Newcastle season. One of the few positives Newcastle fans can actually take from this season, you know? To hide chat, you can just slide, can't you? I think that's how this works. I think you just slide the chat away. Opinion on Jordan Henderson getting picked over Kobe Minor is a joke. Not just about honestly, you could take your pick at England players. I don't know why Jordan Henderson's been called up. Maybe for the experience, but I just think there are so many more options you could take. I think the inclusion of Henderson is an absolute piss take. Kobe Mainoo is a bit young, but he probably did deserve to go, to be quite honest. Hello to you, Jamie Woodson. All right, I'm new to this channel. How you doing, mate? You're going to be getting a very nervous me tonight. A very nervous me. Pau Torres puts the ball out of play. Please, can we just start strong? Please, can we turn up? I'm not asking for a lot here. I just want a Villa team I can be proud of tonight. Oh, lovely bit of skill that from Bailey. He rolls the ball round. Surely we can look for a pass here. Good ball into Diaby. Villa have a chance. Diaby, that's brilliant. Diaby has a chance. It's like a 3-on-3, but Diaby's cross is terrible. Villa do get a throw in though. That is positive. That is positive. 2 bits of skill, both from Bailey and Diaby, led to a Villa attack. And that's just what you want to see early on into the game. A bit of confidence in this team. A little bit of confidence. Jamie says 2-1 Villa, and Unai feels like a final. Penalty is not an option, thanks. And yeah, that cross was horrible. Guys, I'm live on TikTok and YouTube. Feel free to look at both AJS TV. Any support will be massively, massively appreciated. Just seeing more comments, really. Are you West Ham in disguise? Hopefully we are, because we can win the Conference League. Yeah, tickets for today sold out within an hour and a half, and it's 55 quid to watch Aston Villa when I'm a university student. People don't realise how expensive football is these days. I go to 4 or 5 games a season. I actually do videos on a lot of the games I go to as well. You can go on my YouTube channel and see some vlogs I do when I go to Villa Park. But as a uni student, it's horrendous going, especially these days. In the Championship, it was a lot easier. 15 quid, 20 quid at most. And, you know, I used to enjoy it. The stadium was never like proper full, but you get like 30, 35k. And it was great. Now it's getting a little bit hard to afford, you know? So yeah, Villa, Ajax. So far, we've started okay. I gotta say, Ajax kits that every single year, Ajax always pull out an amazing kit. And I know a lot of people who don't even like Ajax, or at least they don't care about them. They always buy their kits. I can see why. They cook up every year. I remember this like reggae kit they've had a few years ago. It's probably one of my all-time favorites. Obviously, inspiration from Bob Marley. Invisible E says how this squad can show up. So how this squad can show some guts for a change, and missing Kamara. I mean, Kamara's ACL injury has killed this team. I don't think people quite realise how integral of a part Kamara played. Such a big player for this team. When he got suspended, we saw that. But now he's out for the season. The injuries, I don't want to hear any... Oh, dodgy pass. Watkins, heavy touch, though. Aston Villa nearly created a chance out of nothing. It was a terrible, terrible bit of distribution, really, with Ramaj. He gives the ball straight to Ollie Watkins, but Ollie's first touch is terrible. He tries to take it away from the defender, but it's a very heavy touch, and the ball goes out for a goal kick. If that's slightly better, Villa have a great chance. It's all dependent on Ollie's first touch there, and it was awful. Opinions on McGinn's red card tackle. I've seen a lot of people... it's very controversial, isn't it? I've seen a lot of people, Mark Goldbridge being one of them, that says it's not a red card. Ben Foster didn't think it was a red card. A lot of people on Twitter have given their opinion. I think in the modern day it is. It's just you go back 10, 20 years, it's not a red card. It's just how football is these days. I'd rather that challenge not be a red card, but in modern football it is. You know? That's how the game's soft now. People, it's just like you got to accept it. The game is soft. So technically it is a red card. It's just I don't think it should be. That's just me. What football podcasts or shows do you watch the most? I've never been asked that question, Yoshimundo. I've actually never had that question. So the first group of like football YouTubers I've seen were like AFTV. That was like my introduction into like football from like a YouTube side, and I love that. I don't really watch a lot of podcasts. I used to, and I kind of still to this day listen to like the Peter Crouch podcast. But I enjoy a fair bit of football YouTube. Yeah, there's a lot of people. I just spoke about Mark Goldbridge. There you go. There's like the United Stand. I do, even as a Villa fan, I actually do enjoy the United Stand. It's very good production. Expressions Oozing is probably the most entertaining football person. Like, he's just brilliant. I can watch Expressions Oozing and I love every second of it. He's so funny. So like my favorite like show is the Best of Enemies. Him with Don Robbie. I love that. I absolutely Don Robbie and Expressions are absolutely brilliant. Unai says United got 2 penalties. Yeah, they did. They played okay. I thought Casemiro was terrible in that game, but they played all right. And Lockdown AFTV was peak. It went great. It's another bit of dodgy passing, by the way, from Ramaj, and there's already a chance of Bailey. Bailey tries to combine with Matty Cash. Villa get a throw in. Villa on top, though. First 7 minutes of this game, and it's all Aston Villa. It's already, by the way, 2-0 to Liverpool. The game only kicked off at the same time as the Villa game. We've already seen 2 goals. It's 7-1 on aggregate. So Liverpool are definitely going through. I mean, we already knew they're going through anyway, but a 7-0 aggregate is actually insane. Are you from Birmingham? I am Birmingham born and raised. I have a flat there. I go to uni in Birmingham. Some people say I don't really have the accent. The more angry I get, the more it comes out. It's a bit more of a neutral accent. I don't know. I don't understand it. It's just, it happens subconsciously maybe. But yeah, I go to uni there. I actually graduate uni this year as well. The first bit of possession for Ajax, then, well, what we've seen all games so far. Henderson down the right. Hillinson gets a throw in off Douglas Luiz. In front of those Ajax fans. Satalo into Kaplan. Kaplan was very good against us, I remember that. Kaplan ripped us to pieces. Maybe not the right words to use, but he was an absolute brick wall, is probably what I should say. The block at the very end against Bailey literally saved a goal. Very solid, won a lot of aerial duels. Yeah, brilliant player. Any streams? Well, I'm watching it on TNT Sports, but if people want to provide streams for other people to watch, do let me know. Like, if you see like a good link on like Footy or something, just do let me know and I'll tell people about it. And that goes for the TikTok chat as well. Do you think we get top 4 if we win this? Well, it's not overly... Well, I'd say it's not overly related. If we win this game, the confidence is still up and it will probably encourage the players in future games. So I think there's more likelihood of it happening. It's all down to how well Spurs and Man United do. It's more on what they do compared to what we do. Good ball forward. At least the idea was decent. Leon Bailey trying to close down a cross. It's kind of funny. This was actually a direct pass that led to... It spun and acted as like a cross. Was that a Jordan Henderson pass forward? I know it went towards that Taylor lad. And it looked like it was going to be just like a route 1 diagonal ball. But it spun. We're pressing quite high. It's 3-0 Liverpool. Bloody hell. 10 minutes in the game. It's 3-0. Douglas Luiz, John McGinn, Roger sliding in, and the referee is... Well, I mean, I was just saying, by the way, that the game's gone soft. Rogers actually won the ball with a tackle and has apparently fouled his man and got a yellow card in the process. He literally wins the ball. Yeah, he's even telling the referee that he got the ball there. Yeah, if you want to give a foul for that, whatever, but a yellow card for a 50-50 is insane. I think that is absolutely insane. Guys, do double tap the screen. I'd very much appreciate it. You can also watch or subscribe to me as well on YouTube, AJS TV. Feel free to do that as well. Jordan Henderson goes for goal. I mean, that's going off target. It's a simple save. It's actually Mansver. I thought it was Henderson. lanky light-haired player. I looked up after reading chat. Is actually I thought it was Henderson. It wasn't. That is though the first shot of the game. Matty Cash. Awkward ball back to Martinez. He has to shift this quickly towards Watkins. Villa do recycle the ball. It's John McGinn, and he can carry this. McGinn's pass isn't great. We do get a throw-in from that, but a better ball is needed there. A much better ball is needed there. That was easily cut out by Sosa. Sosa caused us a few issues with crosses in the first leg. So I'm hoping he can stay a bit more quiet, or just some bad delivery is what I'm hoping for here. But he was definitely a focal point in the first leg. I remember that. They often went down his side, and he'd put like an early cross in towards Broby. 12 minutes gone here. It is still Aston Villa 0, Ajax 0. Nothing of note so far. We'll keep up to date on all the scores around. Olympiacos already lead 1-0 in their game. They've got a big scoreline to catch up there against Tel Aviv. And we already covered it's 3-0 to Liverpool. Mo Salah getting their latest goal. That's 8-1 aggregate, which is absolutely insane. Tyler says, anyone who's trying Total Sport Tech, if you click on the Villa's links, it's showing Liverpool for some reason at the moment. Well, I appreciate you telling the chat. Total Sport Tech is what I use a lot, to be honest. I know people dance around saying it as like a content creator. I don't care. Like, football in this country should be available for everyone. I pay for Sky, BT, I pay for fucking Amazon. I pay every means possible to get football on in this country, and there are times where the game's not on and I have to fucking look at it, look online. It is what it is. Douglas Suisse looking for Bailey. Sosa wins the header. He gets a bit lucky as well because it doesn't bounce out of play. Oh, that's a foul. That's a horrible tackle on Diaby and a booking. And well, I was going to say, if he wasn't going to give a booking for that, I would absolutely go fucking spare, because the Rodgers yellow card is way softer than that. But the referee, at least he's consistent, and Mansverk sliding in on Diaby, catches him late. Yeah, I mean, that is the most obvious yellow card you're going to see. That's an absolutely shite tackle. Dean says, I don't care what people say if West Ham won the Conference League. I mean, West Ham didn't have to play Ajax. That's the only thing I will say. West Ham had to play AZ Alkmaar in the semi-final. Literally. Like, we battered them. And that was a game that they had to play in semi-final. By the way, it's 4-0. 4-0 Liverpool inside 14 minutes at Anfield. 4-0. That away side might as well not turn. I might as well be playing for Sparta Prague. That was an absolutely shit show from them. Free kick comes in for Villa. Oh, Alex Moreno sliding in at the back post. Doesn't quite get the contact. And it will be a goal kick, but that's a really good idea. Diaby trying to cause havoc with the goalkeeper. Moreno sliding in. Yeah. He's not too far away. I actually do like the free kick. And Moreno does gamble on it. It's not quite the connection. Not only from the cross. Oh, Ollie Watkins has smashed into the goalkeeper here. Oh, he's also hurt his leg. Shit. This is bad. This is really bad. Ollie Watkins is down holding his leg. This is really bad. This is really bad. Ollie Watkins sliding in on the goalkeeper has really hurt his knee. Oh my fucking god. This is bad. I think his knee's I think he's dislocated his knee. He looks in absolute agony. I think he's dislocated his fucking knee. I can't believe this. Oh, this is horrible. Just when you think the Villa's season isn't falling to pieces, he's like twisted his knee as he slid in. Fucking hell, Ollie. This is really bad. If you saw the defending they're doing, it should be more than 4. Fucking hell. That is abysmal. That is absolutely abysmal. In the biggest game of Villa's season, Ollie Watkins might have... I mean, he's going to come up. He will 100% come up. I can't... This club, man. He's getting treatment still. So just so... if I haven't explained this very well, I'm just going to run through this again. Ollie Watkins tried to close down the goalkeeper. He slid in on him. His foot, basically, it's like it's almost like it's stuck into the ground because the way he's landed on his knee, he probably shouldn't have slid in on the goalkeeper anyway. It's a 50-50, but you're most likely going to foul the keeper. He did foul the keeper and he got a booking, but he's caught his knee horribly. And he's still down now. Like, he's definitely gonna have to come off, and he might be out for a long time. The way he was screaming is not a good sign. Fucking hell, man. Can I say a good? No. I also don't get what you mean by You mean server? As soon as he gets an England call-up as well, yeah. Well, this is it's a better sign. He doesn't need a stretcher, and he's now walking. He's okay. Maybe panic stations isn't that bad. The way he was screaming had me terrified. Well, it might not be that bad. It might be a false alarm. He's now jogging. He's now jogging. Come on, Ollie! Please don't be fucking injured. Oh my god. He was screaming. He had his shirt over his face just to show that he wasn't screaming. Please don't be injured. Ollie fucking Watkins, please. He got a booking, by the way, for the tackle, which, I mean, whatever. But, Jesus Christ. Just need the Japanese Yaya Toure now to get a yellow after he lets De Bruyne and Rodri out his pocket. I actually do like Endo. I think Endo is one of the most underrated players. And I'm only saying this because I got a Liverpool fan in chat and he's just brought up Liverpool. But I actually really like Endo. And I find it insane that no one talks about Endo. Every time I watch Endo, he's amazing. He's amazing in midfield. But like barely anyone talks about him. Watkins is back on the pitch and he's not going to come off as of right now, which is very good news. And he gets a massive round of applause from the Villa fans. Please, Ollie, please be okay. Pretty please. Fucking hell, man. That is not, honestly, that is just not what I needed to see. Him screaming. I really did not need to see him screaming. Well, the player getting ready to come on, if he needed to come off, was Yuri Tielemans. So it literally would be Rodgers. It literally would be Rodgers as the striker. It's not what I want to see. Fucking hell, man. I put a bet on Villa to win. Come on, Villa. Coming from an Arsenal fan. I will say, it's risky putting a bet on Villa, especially how we played against Spurs. But I hope it pays off. Watkins screaming, he got the Hendersonitis. I'm sorry to say he's washed. The passing from Ajax around the back is a bit awkward at times. Oh, Pau Torres. I mean, he intercepts the ball, but they get the They get the recycle. Here they go down the left. It's Sosa. Gets a cross in towards the back stick. Alex Moreno does absolutely brilliantly. Love that, Alex. Good climb, good header. And Emi Martinez plucks the ball out the sky. Jordan Henderson, the first leg, actually played very well. I was kind of ashamed. Henderson actually ran the show the first leg. I'm not joking. Also, Henderson takes their free kicks. I found that very funny. Henderson actually takes the free kicks. I mean, they were terrible. So, like, that bit wasn't surprising. But, yeah. Henderson actually cooked us first leg, I can't lie. That's a good ball. Rodgers into Diaby. This is a chance. He's on the byline. Squares it. Bailey gets a shot. Oh! Just puts it a yard wide. Leon Bailey, that was brilliant. Not far away. That's good football. We haven't seen good football in a long time. I say a long time. A long time in terms of Villa this season. But that's really good combination between Diaby and Bailey, which is why they should play together. I don't know why Unai is terrified sometimes of playing them together. They are brilliant together at times. And yeah, the shot from Bailey it could be better, really. It could be a little bit better. I hope you guys go all the way and get rooting for you. I do appreciate that, Brad. I actually watched the Arsenal game against Porto. I don't get this, like, this thing English fans do, because other countries don't do this, where fans will often, they'll want teams from their country to do shit. I want English teams in Europe to do well, because it makes the league look better. If every team did shit in Europe, it makes the English league look shite and overrated. So, like, I want Liverpool to win the Europa League. I want it to be an English treble. I want Villa to win the Conference League, Liverpool to win the Europa League, and get an English team to win the Champions League again. I'd love that. Take all three. I think that'd be fucking class, personally. So I don't get this whole, rooting for every English team to do shit. I don't understand that at all. Because other countries don't do that. It's very rare. Like, the only time I saw it with Italian teams was Inter Milan fans with AC Milan. That I do understand, because they are bitter rivals. But if you're like a Juventus fan, surely you'd still want AC Milan in a final to do well, or Inter Milan in a final to do, or whatever, Hate watching is glory. I don't think it is. I really don't. In the Premier League, yeah, I like watching Man City's downfall in the Premier League when it happens. But in terms of, like, European competitions, I don't get that. You want them to do well? You need, look. It would be a very Villa thing to shithouse Champions League football with 5th place. I'm just saying. Morgan Rodgers for Villa. Rodgers into Diaby. Round the keeper. Diaby, chance. Oh! The angle was tight. Was that a block? I think a block was there and Villa got a corner. But Diaby went round the keeper. I really hope the keeper would bring him down, to be honest. Oh, he took far too long and he went for goal. The keeper actually does really well there. Keeper sticks a leg out and actually saves. It's such an awkward save, but he actually saves it with his knee. It's a really good save. A very good goalkeeping there. Very good. I don't get hate watching. I really don't. I don't know. I don't understand that. In terms of European competitions, I might be on my own there. Corner comes in for Villa. Header! Yes! Ollie Watkins! 1-0 Aston Villa. Thank you, Ollie Watkins. Thank you for not being injured. Ollie Watkins with the header. 1-0. And it's 1-0 on aggregate. Come on. That's what we needed. Come on. Just like Watkins did against, was it Luton from a corner? It's another corner goal for Ollie Watkins and Aston Villa. Come on, you boys. Love that. Fucking love that. Lovely corner from Louise. Ajax left Ollie Watkins with a free header. I'm not even joking. He's miles free. Why on earth would Ajax leave Ollie Watkins with a free header? That is absolutely insane. What? What the? That is very questionable. He's absolutely free. He's not got an Ajax player like in his postcode. That is abysmal defending. Unbelievable. J-Rod, I love that comment. He said, Ollie Watkins removed by Gareth Southgate from England's squad following a goal that knocks his husband out of Europe. Jordan Henderson must have Southgate's nudes. I'm not joking. Like, there's something weird going on between those two. Honestly, like, it's very bizarre. Rodgers with a foul. Rodgers on a yellow, by the way. This is a bit scary. This is scary times. He catches him late. I think Rodgers is one tackle away from a red card. He actually needs to calm down. He's got to be much more careful than that. Fucking hell. And if people tell me, by the way, that Watkins is average and overrated, I don't want to fucking hear it. Ollie Watkins has been absolutely brilliant. Player of the season in the Premier League. More goal contributions than anyone in the Premier League this season. Easily player of the season. Especially for Aston Villa. Fucking hell. Bro was just injured. Now he scored. Yeah, thankfully, it wasn't serious. But he made it look like it was serious. He made it look like his knee was dislocated. He was just screaming, holding his leg at a weird angle. I was terrified. I think every Villa fan held their breath. That was horrible. And then he started like walking and eventually jogging and eventually he was fine. But Jesus Christ, that was a horrible 5 minutes. Alex Moreno for Villa. Oh, okay, that's cheeky. He tries to nutmeg the wing back, which, I mean, that's never going to work. I like the idea though. He tried to nutmeg Wrench, and I thought Wrench actually played quite well against us in both legs so far. So just very unnecessary from Moreno. Fucking hell. I am absolutely fucking terrified. Do you think you're going to get top? I mean, top 6 is guaranteed. It's just, do we get top 4, top 5 and all that? But top 6, 100%. Because Man United are still miles behind Villa. So I think we're fine. And that's finishing below United, by the way. Because United are 6. So I think we're more than fine. Man United, they literally have a minus goal difference. I don't think people realise how bad they've been this season. Like quite how bad they've been. To have a minus goal difference is actually insane. Good. Sorry, I just had loads of questions come on here. Tempted to watch the Villa game so I can hate Jordan. You should like Henderson because he was a Liverpool player and is considered a Liverpool icon. So I am surprised about your hate. Kathleen says, come on, Villa. Yoshimundo says, got to give credit to McPhee and the set-piece coaches. Feel confident from Villa set pieces. Yeah, exactly. Very much worth their money. Invisible says, maybe Ajax faked his injury maybe Watkins faked his injury to make Ajax think he's injured, so that's why he scored. Helps when Salah has been out for 2 months and the people he put on a plate for are called Gakpo and Diaz. Yoshimunda says, would you rather us win the Conference League and not get Champions League place or get top 4? Honestly, I'd rather win the Conference League. I want to win a trophy and we get Europa League with it. So that's my choice. I get a lot of people wouldn't pick that, but I want to win a fucking trophy, man. I haven't seen this club win a trophy. I'm 24 years old. I've never seen this club win a trophy. I want to win a fucking trophy. Like, as Villa fans, we deserve that, you know? Free kick to Villa. It's not great. It's punched away. The goalkeeper, by the way, smashed into his own defender. That is bizarre. Ramaj has just took out Kaplan. Oh, was it Kaplan? Who's he just swiped at? His own man. Oh, Satalo. Ramage absolutely swiped his own defender there. And he needed help. Oh shit. Ollie's now down again. Why is he gone down? Oh, he's now I think he's coming off. Yeah, Ollie Watkins is being substituted. Well, I think this is clever from Villa because look, he's got the goal. That's important, and he's clearly done something to his knee, and we'd rather not risk him being out for the season. So I think this is a clever sub. We get the first goal, and yeah, I think this is a clever sub. Watkins is off the pitch for Villa. So the knee injury, I mean, it is what it is, isn't it? Like, I hope it's not serious. He looks a little bit concerned, I can't lie. But this is clever. I will say it's actually clever from Villa because you know, we are winning this game. So there's a little bit less tension now on the players. So I think this is a clever sub to me. John Duran is coming on. John Duran is coming on for Aston Villa. So I wonder if Duran will be... I wonder out of Duran or Rodgers who will be the main striker. You'd imagine it's Duran, right? It's Diaby. Oh, that's really good defending. Fair play. Yeah, Diaby's been absolutely fucking brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Here's Duran. Come on, Villa. Come on, John. Let's get cooking. Duran has just seemingly put his necklace in his boot. Not sure what that's all about. Bailey, Diaby up front. Done it before. Yeah, but we've got Rodgers and John Duran there right now, so I doubt it. Bro said Blues are clear. Birmingham City, mate, are in the bottom... What, are you in the bottom three? Or no, you're four from bottom. You're fucking shit. You're four from bottom. We're fourth in the Premier League. You're four from bottom. You're fucking going down. You're going to be playing Exeter City in League One next season. So pop down, yeah. Pop down. Fucking hold that. Smaller club than Coventry, mate. Hold. Coventry have won an FA Cup. What the fuck have you won? Long ball forwards. Looking for Taylor. Moreno clears it long. Well, that's a terrible header from Mansvert. Moreno, though, is put under pressure here by Broby. And we've got a throw in. Come on, Villa. Well, that should have been Villa throw in, but apparently it's not. Broby has muscled Moreno there a little bit. Oh, good interception from McGinn. Rodgers. Back to Pau Torres. Pau goes long. Intercepted, unfortunately. We might get the second ball here. We do. Bailey into McGinn. Villa could be on the break here. Diaby. Oh, Diaby's been brilliant this game. Diaby. Lovely ball. Into Bailey in the box. And he gets the corner. Come on. Should be a corner. Ollie, yeah, he's injured. He got a knee injury, carried on playing, scored, and then came off because his knee was still causing him issues. So, yeah. It's precautionary. I think he'll be fine. I don't think it'll be that bad. He didn't need a stretcher or anything, so yeah. Invisible says Villa should use Zaniolo as a striker. Maybe. He's tall. I just don't think he's very good. I really don't rate Zaniolo. We've not seen anything from Zaniolo, really. That's just me. Bro said 4 championships as a thing to celebrate trophies. That's not... I don't think you quite realise, mate. That winning the championship or getting promoted or whatever, that does not count as a major trophy. Just so you know. Just so you know. Birmingham City as a club are closer to Walsall in terms of size than they are to Aston Villa. And I've seen a lot of people make that comparison, and it is very true. Because like Coventry have won an FA Cup, Forest have won, like if you look at Midlands clubs, Forest have won 2 European Cups, right? 2. Leicester have won a Premier League and an FA Cup. West Brom have won more trophies. Wolves have won more trophies. Birmingham City are minuscule. Like, if you're getting dwarfed by West Brom, that's insane. Kaplan has gone down injured. That's positive. From a Villa point of view, I mean, he's their best defender. He's their central defender of their back 5. And he was very good against us in the first leg. So, yeah. That's positive. From a Villa perspective, it's positive. Especially seeing Watkins go off. Galatasaray fans love Zaniolo, but I don't see it. I mean, it's a different league. I think over there he's probably pretty good, but the Premier League's a tough league. And the only thing of note he's done is stop us losing to Sheffield United. Which I suppose is good, because that would have been horrible. That would have been horrible. Twitter physio saying looks like an ACL. Nah, he would be. I don't think he. I think he wouldn't be walking and jogging if it was an ACL. I think that's extreme. I don't think it's that, personally. Yeah, Birmingham City's trophy cabinet is embarrassing. Yeah. Just one random ass Birmingham fan in my Twitter live stream is crazy. Not Twitter, in my TikTok. Thank you for the rose. I do appreciate that from Jay. Very much so, mate. Zaniolo is mid. What do you guys think about Zaniolo? I'll ask both my TikTok and YouTube. By the way, I appreciate your support, guys. 35 of you on YouTube and currently 19 on the TikTok. Yeah, let me know. What do you guys think about Zaniolo? Because I've seen some Villa fans say like they like his physicality, but I don't know. I don't know if he offers a great deal at times. But the Galatasaray fans seem to absolutely fucking love him. Brighton have won back. They do lead 1-0 against Roma. Are we gonna see Brighton stand ball in their game? They've got a long way to go. Dangersaurus says Small Heath doesn't have a trophy cabinet. They have a coffee table. They have a coffee table. Oh dear. Oh dear. Moreno with the cross. Only half. That's cheered me up. Oh! It's Val Kiley for Moreno. Oh, he tries to link up with Rodgers. Really well intercepted. Doctor, whatever his name is, watching the replay saying possible ACL pull could be 6 weeks out. I'm not hating. I'm just saying I doubt it. It's just two opinions colliding. Akpom is coming on for Ajax, so they are going to ditch their back 4. They're going to utilise their injury and use it as a way to go a bit more offensive. So they're going to go now to a 4-4-2. They're going to match Villa. So no more back 5. I mean, the back 5 was just not working. I mean, as Villa fans, we know about that. The back 5 doesn't work all the time. Free kick to Aston Villa with a foul on Diaby. Diaby's been absolutely fucking class this game. Oh, it's John Duran, I should say. He's just gone down, not Diaby. But John Duran... Oh, no, he's made a meal of that. He's barely been touched. Yeah, Watkins got injured, Tyler. Watkins got injured. Hopefully not too bad. I'm not joking. I'm not... I wish I was. So, for anyone who's just tuning in now, Ollie Watkins, he did score. So, Watkins slid on the goalkeeper, hurt his knee, decided to play on, scored from a corner, and then a couple of minutes later, went down again, and the club made the decision to sub him as a precautionary thing because his knee, he said it looked like he was still causing him like some issues. So, the club have done the right thing, take him off. We don't want him to stay on and then get like a really bad knee injury. So I think it's clever from Villa. He got the goal. He got the goal. That's so important for us. Like him doing that, him just playing 20 minutes and getting a goal, that could be the difference between us qualifying to not qualifying. So I think the club have definitely done the right thing. It's up to the players now on the pitch to perform and not bottle this fucking game. That's all we got to do. Yeah, so Ollie, he went off injured. Let's hope that it's not that bad. We shall see though. I am concerned. Pau Torres under pressure from Akpom. Very nice. Into John McGinn. Really good from Pau Torres. Under a lot of pressure there. John Duran. That's nice from Duran as well. Collecting the ball really well. Ball into Moreno. Back into John Duran. Diaby screaming for the ball, but that's fucking shit. What is that? That is terrible from Dougie. That's an unusual bad pass from Douglas Luiz. Coming up to half time, Villa 1, Ajax 0. Ollie Watkins' goal is the difference. Now Duran has gone down. Oh, fucking hell, man. What is going on? Now fucking Duran is... Honestly, if Duran is injured, this season is driving me insane. How the fuck, man? Watkins, I mean, he's just been held to his feet, Duran, but he's holding his knee. I'm fucking sick of injuries. I'm sick of them, man. I hope it's just Duran doing Duran things and he's completely fine. But fucking hell, man. We get injuries every single week, it feels like. This club is cursed. This club's absolutely fucking cursed. How long will Watkins be injured for? I'm not too sure, mate, to be honest. I'm hoping not too long. I don't think he's going to play against West Ham. From the way the club have reacted, I really don't. How you doing, Lyrics? Just join. What's happened so far? Villa lead 1-0 through Watkins. Watkins got a knee injury and he's come off. And Kaplan, their best defender, has also got a knee injury and he's come off. So, yeah. 2 injuries, 1 goal. Villa lead 1-0. It's a goal back for Sparta Prague, which means absolutely nothing. It is Sparta Prague, right? I hopefully haven't just chatted shit about a random team. I'm almost certain it's Sparta Prague. It is, yeah. They got a goal back against Liverpool. So it's 4-1 with a... What's the aggregate score on that now? What, 9-2? Insane. Is it 8-2, 9-2? I know it's a lot. Watkins' injury, does it look bad? Kind of. He was screaming at first, which really got me concerned. But then he seemed to walk and jog, and it seemed to be okay. But then he started wincing after he scored. He started wincing with his knee again. Oh, bad touch. Chance. Oh, Duran doesn't control the ball, but Diaby gets it back. Diaby for Villa. Scoops it towards Bailey. Bailey with Rodgers short. Bailey might go alone. Rodgers. Ah, why? John McGinn. Ah. It's just we can't get the ball in the back of the net. Every shot seems to get blocked these days. And to be fair, Ajax can't get it clear. Rodgers now have a chance. Rodgers puts it over about, 2-3 foot over the bar. Vicious strike from Rodgers. I'm complaining about not scoring, but Ajax just couldn't get the ball away. Good combination between Luiz and Rodgers, but the shot was not very good, to be honest. Hit with power, just no accuracy. Always rising. It's just took out a fan in the crowd. It looked like it hit a fan in the face. Huh? Long ball forward to Broby. The target man does his job. And here come Ajax on the break. Henderson with a cross. Oh, brilliant header away from Matty Cash. Well, we don't know how much added time. Paying the refs. What a red for Rodgers. Cry about it, Steve. 1-0 Aston Villa. Fuck yourself. Cry about it. Mings on his way back. Oh, yeah. Mings is coming back from injury, which is great. 5 minutes added time shown for Aston Villa. 5 minutes of added time. Oh, good ball into Sosa. Sosa squares it, but that pass is shite. That summed up Ajax first half. They've been absolutely terrible. Ajax were better than us in the first leg, but we've seen none of that second leg. Is Diaby. Ah, poor pass into Rodgers. I'd say 5 minutes to hold on, but I think we've been by far a better team, and I've not really been nervous about this game since the game kicked off. I've not been nervous about it. I mean, that just sums it up. That's absolutely abysmal. That was a terrible ball from Wrench. Goalkeeper off his line, stopping Diaby. Then I will say Ramaj has done very well for Ajax because, you know, a couple times now he's been forced to make a big decision. He's done very well so far for Ajax. Came flying out for that, had to win the ball, and he did. One of the other Conference League teams, which ones are you worried about most? Fenerbahce I'm worried about. Lille, you know, they've won their league in France just a few years ago. They have a good side. There are still some good teams. People take the piss out of Conference League, but there are some very good teams in it. Very good teams in it. I don't think the difference between the Conference League and the Europa League is actually that vast. Take Liverpool out the Europa League and it's pretty much the same. Ajax looking to end the half with a bit of possession here. It's 1-0 Club Brugge in their game. Lille are level 1 apiece, and it's 3-0 Olympiacos away in Israel. That's very interesting. Tel Aviv, from my memory, actually, yeah, they beat Olympiacos 4-1. So this has actually leveled that, which is crazy. It's actually not in Israel. They're apparently playing at a different stadium. But yeah, it's 3-0 to Olympiacos, 4-4 on aggregate, which is insane. Absolute bottle. Not looking forward to Bruges. That Watkins injury has it took... I don't think Bruges should be that much of a problem, personally. That Watkins injury has took it out of us. And playing in Serbia... I see, playing in Serbia. Thank you, Luke. Another Ajax player's gone down injured. Is that Broby? Broby's gone down. What the fuck's gone on? Broby's holding to the side of his face. Did he just get slapped in the face? Broby, you're a big lad, mate. I'm sure you can handle that, personally. Mate, you're like 6'3". You're a big lad. I'm sure you can handle a little tickle on the ear. I don't know. I'm talking to my YouTube chat. So I'm live on YouTube as well as TikTok. I've got 32 viewers on YouTube and I've got 29 on the TikTok. Guys, you have been amazing so far. It has been a very entertaining game. It is 1-0 to Aston Villa. Feel free to follow on both AJS TV. You can find me on both if you want to support me there. Just going to read some comments. I've had a heart me from Up the Villa. I do appreciate that. If you sent me a gift, please let me know. Because I may have missed them. So, yeah, if I have missed anything, I do apologise. Thank you for the gift. And yeah, so far positive. Very, very positive from Aston Villa. I'm happy with the first half. I think we've been the better side. Diaby looks like a different player today. Oh, that's a good ball, though, for going forward. And Alex Moreno, he's read that very well. He's got the pace. Moreno scoops it into Rodgers. And that is half-time. A Villa lead. We are 45 minutes away from qualification. Come on, you Villa boys. That's just what I wanted to see. That is the response I wanted to see after the battering by Spurs. I think that's brilliant. I mean, the injury of Watkins is a problem. Let's hope that that's not too bad. But in terms of how well the club has played, I think that's pretty good. I think we've been by far the better team, deservedly 1-0 up, and hopefully that can continue. Guys, do let me know what you think in the live chats. So yeah, Siege says good half. Watkins injury worrying. I mean, I think you've just summed up everything. I think you've absolutely summed everything. Void says up the Villa. You think we get top 4? Maybe. I don't know. I think if we get top 4, it's because Spurs crumble. That's the only reason we get top 4. And I really hope they crumble because I have so many TikTok videos to make if Spurs crumble. I will be there. I will be. If you're a Spurs fan and Spurs crumble, you will not stop seeing this face like every single day. I will make a video about Spurs every day. It will happen. It will definitely happen. Prediction for Villa, West Ham. We'll have to see. It depends if Watkins is playing. It massively depends if Watkins is playing. Because if not, I think we might struggle. To be honest, Spurs have some tough games, but I don't think people quite realise Tottenham play all the sides that are in the title race. If Spurs lose a couple of those games, suddenly Villa are cooking again. So I don't know. People need to not panic so much. And you get some absolutely deluded Spurs fans that think they're going to win all those games and be in the title race themselves. Yeah. Less said about that, the better. Just gonna look on Twitter, see what other Villa fans think there as well. Maybe I'll look at the Ajax fans too. There's one Ajax fan I want to see, which is a guy called the European Lad. He's a very infamous football Twitter. Sorry, I just had to verify something. Yeah, a very famous football Twitter account who always posts about Ajax. So I'm just gonna see what he says. Because he always talks about all the big games. Fair, his coverage is half decent, to be fair. I just posted just 1-0 with a dot. No screenshot. Yeah, he always he posts a screenshot unless Ajax have scored or something bad happens to Ajax. The screenshot goes. Kaplan injured for fuck's sake. Akpon replaces Kaplan. Yeah. Positive though. Positive from Aston Villa. I'm happy. I'm happy with what I see. And we just need to keep doing what we're doing. I think the football's fine. Diaby and Bailey have been brilliant. Keep giving them the ball. We're cutting them apart on the right hand side. I'm happy. I am happy with that. Invisible E said, why are you clapping? Should be out of sight by now. Because I'm happy with what we see. I'm happy with what we see. Medford says, I think we deserve 2-0 this match, but we'll see if Ajax have a Spurs-type half-time speech. How you doing, Demi? Hey up the Villa. Spurs usually do. Yeah, they usually do. We'll see if they do this season. More than happy with how good we've been this season. And I like your trim. I mean, it's a bit dead right now, but it's not too bad. Appreciate your comment there. Loads of Ajax spam. Can we not do that, please? You are going to get timed out. That's why I need some mods on the TikTok. Well, a half lad. Very good half. Very good half. Especially with a very negative aura around Villa in the last few weeks. So, I mean, the 4-0 Spurs game was horrendous. So I'm glad to have a half like that. That is a good response. It was never going to be easy after getting battered at home in a big game. So the response was very much needed. Very much needed. You know what? This could be a terrible mistake. I'm just going to mod this person and we'll see if it goes well. There you go. We'll see how that goes. Don't abuse the trust here. Never should have been 4-0, says Void. What's the score? 1-0 to Aston Villa. 1-0 Villa. I've seen your comment. The ref of the Ajax game was on something I can't lie. He was fucking shit, weren't he? Stopped us playing football. And it's, to be fair, he was bad for both teams too. Konza's red card. I mean, I didn't really talk about this during the game a lot. And I didn't really mention it in the Spurs game because I kind of forgot about it in a way. But Konza was fouled. I think it was Broby. I can't remember who he was against. But Konza was actually fouled. But the referee saw it as Konza bringing the attacker down. I just couldn't believe it. Konza was actually like half thrown to the ground. Yeah, that referee was fucking abysmal, to be fair. Absolutely. I really hope Watkins is okay. Yeah, I mean, the Watkins injury worries me. Like I said, I think the club have done the smart thing. We can all agree, right? I am going to ask the chats. We can agree that subbing Watkins was the right decision. In that circumstance, we're winning 1-0, and if he stays on and his injury gets worse, it could be very detrimental. It could be out for the season. So I think the sub was smart. It's just very worrying. I think it's a very, very fucking worrying thing. Yeah. Very worrying. Let's hope he's okay. Let's hope he's okay. My prediction, by the way, was 1-0. So we'll see. Potcher's gone to the Brighton game to watch his replacement. I mean, look. De Zerbi, right? I like his football. I like De Zerbi's football. But defensively, they can be suspect. They can be very suspect. Villa beat Brighton 6-1. Some people might have even forgot that. Villa beat Brighton 6-1. Brighton have had some hammerings. Brighton went to Luton and lost 4-0. So, like, it's very... It can be very hit and miss. The highs are high, but the lows are low. Maybe with a better team, it would be a little bit more sustainable and, like, you wouldn't get hammered. But, like, I'll put it this way. I don't think a De Zerbi would suit Man United. With their defence, I think they would... Like, they would win some games heavily, but a De Zerbi football would not suit Harry Maguire, Johnny Evans, you know, bums like that at the back. And, yeah, I just think, yeah, it's very dependent on the team. De Zerbi, if he was at Man City, I think he would do fine. It massively depends on the players he has in his system. Watkins best striker in the Prem right now. You'd be hard pressed to disagree. J3 says, definitely take him off. Hope it's a knock. Make sure he's fit and ready for a Prem. Liking how we're playing, to be fair. Had to put the effort in, get another one, then park the bus so we have good evening. I'm happy. Yeah, I agree with a lot of that. I think like I said, we've been very good so far. And yeah, we just need to, we need the crowd to pick up. Start pushing these players, really. Encouraging these players and fighting for qualification into the next round. Desperately need that clean sheet. Yeah, Jackson tried to rizz up fucking Astrid Wet, so yeah. Nicholas Jackson loses all credibility, I'm afraid. Crowd's been good. I mean, it's not been bad. It's been better than like some games we see. We don't claim piss. Beating City and the fact they had one shot on target whole game isn't talked about enough. That is true, actually. I agree with that. I do agree with that. Thank you, Simon. 7-2 game was class. It was. And that is like right there. That is a thing I put on my wall about the 7-2 game. I had like a very viral video of my reaction to the 7-2. I got like over 400,000 views on YouTube. You can look it up. I'm not joking. Of me reacting a few years ago to it was a live reaction to Villa beating Liverpool 7-2. So yeah, that was a nice little trip down memory lane. Duran down a couple of times. Yeah, the injury issue at Villa is weird. Duran, I might have just been looking for like attention from the referee, maybe because it seemed to be fine. I don't know. Duran's a weirdo at times. I'm not even saying that to be mean. Duran is a weirdo. Duran sometimes comes off the bench, elbows a few people, smashes into a few people. He's a bit of a nutcase. So look, anything. Look, there's nothing really out of the question. Anything's possible, Duran. Yeah. McCarthy. Wait, give me a second. Apart from it was 2 shots on target and no shots at all from City in the 11th minute. Yeah, Villa battered City. Absolutely. Is it bad? I don't like Duran. Personal opinion. I don't think it's bad. I think we can have opinions on players. We still look as fans. We still support them, but you can have opinions. I'm not a big fan of Longley. I will still support Longley if he puts on a Villa shirt. I just don't think Longley's very good. Like we're allowed to have these opinions as fans. If we're not, clubs will never improve. Duran, I think, is reckless and probably someone we shouldn't look to long term. And if you want like a more positive spin, I think Rodgers actually has like a prospect in the future. I actually really like Rodgers. So like, you can be positive and you can be negative. And just, you can say something and be wrong and still, you could admit in the future, I was wrong about that. I didn't actually like Digne for a while. Digne this season when he's played has been very good. I've held my hand up and said, you know what, I might have been wrong about Digne. He's improved a lot under Unai's system. And I take back anything negative I've said about Digne. I think Digne has been better than Moreno. Astrid Defo supports VAR. The funny thing about Astrid Wet, I won't forget the Liverpool game where was it Nunes who nearly took out Astrid Wet. I thought it was very funny, very funny. I wish you brought in a Jonathan David from Lille. I got slated by some lad on TikTok for saying that Longley has been lackluster. I don't honestly. TikTok is weird sometimes. TikTok's a weird place. 5-1 Liverpool. Fucking hell. That's insane. Is that 10-2 on aggregate? That's never 10-2 on aggregate. That's insane. I'm gonna confirm that. They did win. Was it 5-1 first leg? I'm almost certain it was 5-1. It was. It's 10-2. 10-2. We still have literally half a game to go there. Crazy. What's the score? 1-0 to Aston Villa, mate. 1-0. About Longley, to be fair, he's done amazing for... Longley, he's had games he's done very well in. It's just... he's very mistake prone. He's given the ball away in our own half, in our own final third, several times. He's very suspect. I think we can do better. I think Tyrone Mings is a better defender. I think Kans is better. Pau Torres is better. And I think Carlos is better. So, yeah. I think he's a half decent Premier League centre back, but if you want to fight towards the top end, he's not really good enough. He weren't good enough for Spurs. Barcelona don't want him. There's a reason for this. Might be 5-1, but Nunes still miss a sitter. Water is wet. I've missed a lot of comments on TikTok. I do apologise. Rodgers looking good. I feel he needs more time, but he'll become good. And I don't like the attitude reported by Duran. That's another thing about Duran. His attitude on Twitter, not on Twitter. His attitude on Instagram is weird. Every month he goes and has like a little fucking crying fit, and just like he blanks all his socials, takes Villa out his account. Like there's no need for any of that. Like you're a professional athlete. Act like one. We need Mings back. Mings is a left-footed centre back though. And we've already got Pau Torres. So, unless we play 2 left-footed centre-backs at centre-back, which is not ideal, I just don't think Mings starts ahead of Pau. Yeah, Mings got an ACL injury game week 1. He's been out ever since. He's going to come back. Another sub for Villa coming in at half-time. Yuri Tielemans, surely for Rodgers, right? I imagine. Rodgers on a yellow, and he could have been sent off. That would have been my prediction, right? Well, we're going to have to wait for the number to come up. It is. Rodgers is off. So Rodgers, he was like seconds away from a red card, really. Rodgers is subbed off. Duran is the lone striker. Fucking hell. We are about to be underway for the second half. We'll win 2-1, says AFC A Robin. Thanks for the rose from Vanman, sorry. I appreciate that. Guys, any gifts will be... Look, you don't have to gift on this channel at all. I'm not a gift beg, but if you do provide any gifts, it will be shouted out and it'll be very much appreciated. Thank you, RPG Gamers Hub, for the rose. I do appreciate that, man. Watkins should have gotten a red card. I must disagree. Oh, I'm sorry, mate. Yeah, thank you for all the gifts. Like I said, if I do miss them, I am sorry. And they are very much appreciated. The referee arguing with the Ajax manager. I do want to see this. I want to see more of this. First and last rose AJ has ever received. Oh, I love rose. Even in person, you know, roses are half decent. It's actually my favourite flower, believe it or not. How's Blood been called up while injured? Anthony Gordon's leg's finished. Didn't you see the clip of the physio with Anthony Gordon's leg? It's like physio's made his leg worse. He pulled his leg out, he straightened it, and he made Anthony Gordon like cry out in pain. Oh, of course you watched the game. Yeah, I forgot it. I forgot who it was against. Tielemans on the ball straight away. Come on, Villa. McGinn goes long looking for Diaby. Oh, that's nice already. Diaby into... Oh, it was into Moreno, but Moreno's cross weren't very good. Cash, header into Bailey on the right side. Bailey switches the play, looking for Diaby on the left. Oh, the Ajax fans are singing that Bob Marley song. Is McGinn. Good ball into Duran. Oh, I blazed it. Yeah, I think he handballed it anyway. Stealing our chance. You're shameless. You are shameless. Bro lied on his CV. By the way, guys, have you a bit random, but you say I've read the word while and it reminded me of Ben White. Have you seen what Arsenal have done? Arsenal on their social media have made some bizarre posts about Ben White. You'd think he died. You'd think Ben White is dead. The way that they have made posts is crazy. Like, just take time now. Go on Arsenal's Twitter and just look at the posts about Ben White. It's so random. Like, there's so many, like, quote retweets about it. It's so weird to me. Like, I've seen, like, some mock posts saying, like, rest in peace, Ben White. Like, what? Such fucking craziness coming from Arsenal. I don't know what they were cooking there, to be honest. Mental. Yeah. Just reading some more comments now. Do you hear that he didn't want to be in English squad? What Ben White? I know. I think I've heard something about that before. Yeah. I mean, it's up to him, innit? But the whole Arsenal situation is very funny. I love Duran's random power shots that need to go in. They are quite funny. Ooh. Ajax won a penalty. There's a huge shout from the away fans in the corner of the ground. Cash. Emi Martinez goes long. Oh, we get a bit lucky. Bailey on the attack for Villa. Duran is free, but Bailey goes for Diaby. Diaby looking for Duran. Oh, fucking hell, man. That shouldn't have been Diaby looking for Duran. It should have been fucking Bailey. Bailey had an opportunity to put Duran in on goal, but he doesn't find the pass. We're seeing the replay now of the penalty claim. Ooh, there's not a lot in that, to be fair. I think it's more of a dive than anything. It's also 6-1 at Liverpool in that game, and it's 2-0 to Club Brugge in the Conference League. Cash with an unlucky double deflection, and it will go out for a goal kick. You see what I mean, Harry? What the fuck's that Arsenal video about? You'd think Ben White fucking died. Like, it's... Honestly. Yeah, where's Ben Black? I fuck's sake. That video is weird. It's so weird. John Duran decides every time he gets played, A, thunderbolt every player and cause injuries. Miss sitters, or B, prime R9. Be a weirdo and start kicking people, or be incredible. Bailey, edge of the box of Villa. He's on his own. Louise, what the fuck is that, Dougie? What the fuck's that, Doug? Doug has just put the ball out for a goal kick with a horrendous pass. Yeah, Unai Emery screaming. Screaming. We don't know who that's... I think that's directed at Douglas Louise. But he's fucking screaming. What's the score? It's 1-0 to Aston Villa, mate. Ollie Watkins with a header in the first half. It's obviously also 1-0 on aggregate because the first game was goalless. But yeah, that Watkins goal is the difference. Watkins has since then gotten injured and had to be subbed. But he makes the difference so far. He does make the difference. Arsenal phoned up and he said he didn't want to be... That's so weird. Not many... I mean, it's up to him, innit? Playing for England, there's a lot of pressure. And, you know, you can say no as a player. It's just not often done. It looks... I mean, there are parts of, like, South America where it's disrespectful if you say no. I'm sure, like, England fans don't care as much, but you can't say no. If you're from, like, Argentina, Brazil, whatever, you can't say no. Like, you get offered, you say no, you'll never get offered again. Like, it's crazy. Watch Leon Bailey get sold to... Oh, no, he won't get sold. No way Bailey will get sold. Oh, you know what? Leon Bailey's a player I was wrong about. I actually... During the period where Bailey was getting injured a lot of the time and he'd be put in 6 out of 10 performances every week, I actually said, you know, we probably should be looking at selling Bailey. He has proved me so wrong. So wrong this season. Bailey's been absolutely brilliant this season. I'm happy to be wrong on that. I don't think any Villa fan expected him to be anywhere near as good. He's been better than Diaby, which, I mean, that's just incredible, isn't it? Yeah. Mental. How do you feel about Ollie and Ezri going on international? I'm happy. They deserve it. We should have more players playing for England. But they both deserve it. Konza should have been called up for England like 3 years ago. Come on, Villa. No British, no party. George from Greece, greetings to you, mate. I appreciate your support on this channel. Has Villa got FFP scare? I think every team is looking at FFP. Apparently there's like an issue with Villa's finances where we're like really close to breaking FFP, which is a bit worrying, which is probably why we sold Dendoncker, I imagine, because it looked weird. A squad that struggles with squad depth, and then we go and sell Dendoncker. I thought that was a bit bizarre at the time, but it makes a bit more sense now. Bailey used to shoot the ball to Rosed just so the kids with their families can see the ball. Now he don't care. Funny. Jack Grealish didn't get in and Ollie did peak 100 million. Who? I think Villa, the sale of Grealish, you know, looking back, actually did very well for Villa. We got 100. We used that 100 million. Didn't use it on the best of players, but we bought Bailey with that, and we bought Buendia. Buendia is injured right now, but he's still a very good player. I'm still happy with that sale. I still think we benefited from it, and we no longer rely on one player. We're still very good. People will say Ollie Watkins is, you know, very important to Villa, and he is, but we are still more than one player. The reason Ollie Watkins works so well is because of the system that we use. He's a very good player that suits the system very well, but we're not solely dependent on him. Maybe that's copium, but I do genuinely believe it. I'm really happy to see Diaby and Bailey back together. Need their Leverkusen style back there. I don't know why, like, Unai's terrified of playing them at the same time. I really don't get it. For a long time, he would make them like subs, like Bailey would come on for Diaby 20 minutes to go, vice versa. They work really well together. And if Watkins is injured long term, that's going to be a change that's made. Ball into Broby, and Broby has just gone down so soft. I've got to say, Diego Carlos, I've given criticism for as well. Carlos, when he has to play against a rough and ready striker, he does very well. Carlos bullied Haaland at Villa Park, and he's bullying Broby here. We didn't see any of this first leg because Broby was against Longley, who he was battering the whole game. We've now pinned Broby with Carlos, and he's struggled, Broby. Diego Carlos is a very physical Brazilian man. I would not want to, go head-to-head against that. Is Diaby. Moreno on the overlap. Crossing towards the far post, but the goalkeeper holds the ball. Sorry. Who's been better? Watkins still been better than Bailey this season, but they've both been very good. I think a lot of Villa players have been very good this season. But Ollie Watkins literally has the most goal contributions of any player. Of any player in the Premier League. So, no one really comes close to Ollie. Would absolutely hate this if it went to pens. We're like Prime England on pens. Yeah, we're not amazing. But you never know. I don't want to think about pens. I'm going to say something very controversial. If Ajax get an equaliser in this game, they'll go on and win it. I think without Ollie, and with how the club dealt with the Spurs game, an equaliser for Ajax, they'll go through and win the game. I'm telling you now. This will feel like England against Italy. And here's Sosa for Ajax, edge of the box. That's shite. That's Jordan Henderson giving the ball away, but they do win it back. They got the ball down the right again. It's Wrench, back to Henderson, the captain. They got players forward now, Ajax. 55 minutes on the clock. Villa 1, Ajax 0. Sosa header towards Broby. Another good commanding header away from Carlos. That's good from Tielemans. Villa get it back. That's really well won from Tielemans. Long ball into Duran. Duran can take this alone, but his touch isn't great. Oh, he fights it back. Duran chance. Duran! Oh, he should have scored. John Duran, his shirt is ripped in the process as well. Well, Duran's touch is terrible, but then he actually muscles his defender, goes through on goal, one-on-one, and bends it wide. Massive chance for Villa wasted. I can't believe he won that physical battle. That shot is terrible, though. That is terrible. I mean, Duran arguably fouls him, to be honest, but the referee doesn't give that. Duran in on goal. I mean, the shot's terrible. The shot is terrible. He doesn't bend the shot. He tries to bend it, but he gets zero bend on it. So he definitely didn't get the connection. Sorry, I should rephrase that. He definitely does not get the connection on the ball that he wanted, and Duran will have to get his shirt replaced here because of the tear in it. He's literally tore half his shirt. Flabby says that may come back to haunt Villa, possibly, man. Worried all these missed chances will bite us in the arse later, says Yoshimundo. Yeah, it is a concern, isn't it? It is a concern, isn't it? Does he have to go off the pitch? Mental. Yeah. Guys, on the TikTok, please do double tap the screen. Very much appreciate all your support there. I am live on TikTok as well as YouTube, Ajax TV. I do most, if not all, Aston Villa games live on the social media. Please do follow if you feel like doing so. It's 1-0 to Aston Villa. Ollie Watkins with the goal to separate the two teams. It is also 1-0 on aggregate. Watkins' injury, though, is a problem for Villa. And Yeah, it's been a very even game since the goal, though. That's a good chance for Villa with Moreno. Moreno into Duran! Oh, he's gone down! Referee has a big decision to make, and he's pointed for a goal kick. And they're going to pause it, I think, to look at VAR. Duran goes down under the challenge from the goalkeeper. And it's going to be a very, very interesting decision now. Duran, that's a foul, surely. That's a foul from the keeper, surely. The keeper has absolutely swiped Duran, but they've not given it. Well, the commentator actually thought it was a penalty as well. Duran takes the ball round the keeper and is brought down. That is a stone wall penalty. I cannot believe that. Oh, Ajax give the ball away again, though. It's Luiz into Bailey. Chance of Villa. Leon Bailey, surely! Yes! Leon Bailey rolls it away! And maybe that will do it for Aston Villa in the European Conference League. Come on, you Villa boys. That's brilliant. Terrible distribution from Ajax. Leon Bailey, one-on-one with the defender. I mean, I always back Bailey one-on-one with anyone. Rolls the ball into the back of the Ajax net. 2-0 to Aston Villa. Just moments after a stone wall penalty wasn't given for Villa. We don't give a fuck about it. Leon Bailey, lovely goal. What is that? Jordan Henderson giving the ball away. By the way, Jordan Henderson with a horrendous pass. Henderson might have sent Ajax out the Conference League single-handedly. I didn't realise it was actually Henderson's pass. That's fucking shit from a Liverpool ex-captain and Premier League and Champions League winner. That is absolutely shit from Henderson. And that is brilliant. That's Bailey's weak foot, by the way. Step over on his right foot. Rolls it away in front of the Ajax fans. Fucking brilliant. Come on. Absolutely brilliant. What happened to Watkins? Is it bad? It's not amazing, is it? I mean, the injury, it's worrying. I'm hoping because we subbed him off early that he's not going to be out for too long, but there is a major concern. It's something serious because it is his knee, and knee injuries are usually very serious. We just have to cross our fingers and hope that it's not that bad, but we'll see. The club did 100% did the right thing, took him off early. We've had this mistake before. Some of you Villa fans may remember. Tyrone Mings had an injury once against, I think it was Leicester. The physios decide to keep him on. He actually was it his hamstring? I think he tugged his hamstring, and he was allowed to play on. He actually tore his hamstring trying to chase Jamie Vardy, and he had to stop running because he tore it. And Leicester went through and scored, all because the physios made that decision. So yeah, it's good we learned from this, you know. Gareth Lover giving it away. How is that Henderson, by the way, just going back to my previous point, Henderson gave the ball away, gave Villa a goal because of his shit distribution. That Henderson has gone with England's team. That Henderson has been brought up to him. That's ridiculous. Honestly, I hope that clip of Henderson giving the ball away goes viral. Just so people realise he should be fucking nowhere near this England team. He's shit. Corner for Villa. Header! Brilliant save! Oh, nearly 3-0. John Duran with a bullet header, but straight at the keeper. Oh, if he puts that towards the corner, it's 3-0, and it's well and truly game over. That's unlucky, that. That's unlucky, that. 6-1 Liverpool. Thanks for the rose from Villa. I do appreciate that, mate. Liverpool 6-1, mate. That's European royalty. Liverpool, brilliant club, mate. Fair play to you. Fair play. Leverkusen were losing 2-0 to Karabag in the first leg. Got it back to 2-2, and everyone thought, okay, they've managed to avoid their upset in the competition, and hopefully they'll learn. Right? They're 2-0 down again. This time at home to Karabag. Chance of Villa. John Duran Goes for his left-footed vicious strike. And it's over the bar. It's all Villa. It's all Villa. This game, I mean, this feels like the Spurs game in reverse. It's absolutely all Villa right now. Ajax are falling to pieces. Just what you want to see. And this is a perfect example to give of why we're not a one-man team. Watkins goes off injured and we're still cooking. In fact, we actually didn't have this level of dominance while Watkins was playing. We've been absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And just to make matters worse for Ajax, they've actually got a player down injured now. Personally, Duran always gets chances, doesn't finish. Yeah, Duran's finishing shite, innit? Ajax have pants. I mean, they're not great, but I'd rather give Villa credit where it's due, mate, to be honest. Think we'll finish above Spurs? It massively depends on if Spurs decide to be Spursy this season. That's what it comes down to. If Spurs are Spursy, we'll get top 4. If not, then we'll get 5th. Maybe 5th gets Champions League, and then we don't have to care about 4th. 5th is still an improvement on last season. And top 4, top 5, if he gets Champions League, that's fine by me. You know, we win Conference League and get top 5. That's an incredible season, you know? Yeah, Spurs or Spursy. Just remember that. Spurs or Spursy. I said that and I actually rattled so many Tottenham fans. There are so many Tottenham fans in my comments that are crying at me because I said Spurs or Spursy. That's what they're known for. Oh, Bailey's goal's brilliant, Luke. Bailey's goal's brilliant. Henderson with a fucking shit pass, giving the ball away to Villa in their own final third. Bailey one-on-one with the defender. Couple step overs, goes on his weak right foot and rolls the ball in the bottom left corner. It's a very typical Bailey goal, but this time on his weak foot. It's fucking brilliant. I love it. I love it. Not as good as the Sheffield United goal, but I appreciate it a little bit more because it's his weak foot. Oh, it's a second yellow. It's a red card for Ajax. I didn't even realise. It's Mansberg on a yellow. He's just been sent off. Ajax 2-0 down or a man down. Dear, oh dear. If this half hasn't gotten... I mean, this half has got... It's got so wrong for Ajax, hasn't it? It's gone so very wrong. He pulls Duran's shirt. He can't even argue. He cannot even argue. You cannot pull someone's shirt back, can you? You cannot do that. Disastrous. Absolutely disastrous for Ajax. Well, the last 10 minutes for Ajax have been an absolute disaster. Have they not? Come on, boys, I'm so happy to win this game, please. I forget all about Spurs game. This has been brilliant. The Spurs game, what Spurs game, you know? What Spurs game? Amazing academy, amazing people to play with. Shout out, well, you know, I will give you a shout out, why not? I don't care. I'm in a good mood. Shout out to Dylan in the chat as he asked for a shout out. Do you think you were gonna... I did hope, to be honest, as a football fan, with Villa playing well this season, I did think Villa would beat Spurs. Oh, terrible from the keeper. Villa have a chance to make it 3. It's Diaby. Oh, good save that, you know. I mean, he makes a mistake initially, but a good recovery from Ramaj in goal for Ajax. The passing from Ajax has been terrible this game. Absolutely terrible. Brilliant goalkeeping, though, to recover. 39 of you in the YouTube live. I appreciate your support. Please do like the stream. And also, we've got 26 of you on TikTok. If you haven't already, please do double tap. You can follow on both. AJS TV. That's the name. Please, any support is appreciated, guys, basically. God's sake, man. Duran... he's frustrated me a little bit in this game. Thankfully, we're winning 2-0, and it shouldn't matter. But Duran, you know, he missed the one-on-one. He reminds me a little bit of Keenan Davis. Someone who tries, but his finishing's terrible, you know? Can't wait to see European lad on Twitter crying like... I've already got his Twitter page up. I'm already seeing his tears. It's great. I'm already watching the tears. He said he thought Broby was fouled by Carlos, which I didn't agree with at all. So he is crying. He do be crying. Yeah. I'm just gonna load his tweets back up again. He's amazing to laugh at times, especially when it's your club doing it to him. Henderson's cross hits the thigh of Pau Torres and goes into the hands of Martinez. His last tweet was red card Mansver, dreadful 5 minutes from him. I mean, the mistake. I don't know what Mansver's supposed to do. The mistake came from Henderson. So like he's literally he had Bailey to deal with on his own. I don't know, man. But yeah, good bit of entertainment there. You're the best place to go to what? Wait, sorry, I just misread that. You're the best place to go for Villa game watch-alongs. Thank you, mate. Thank you for that comment. That's really nice of you, typical Jeremy. I really do appreciate that. I just try and, you know, I give unbiased, like it's like half commentary, half chat, you know. And I try and make it unbiased as possible, just so like it's not just Villa, because it's not just Villa fans who are here, so it's just enjoyable for everyone all around. I try and at least think that I don't come across as very like Villa biased. Oh, the referee is shit for Villa every week, or I complain about this every week. Because I think there are times this game, I think the referee's been very harsh to Ajax. I think they had a shout for a penalty, and yeah, it's definitely it's favoured Villa a little bit more. The one thing I will say, we should have got a penalty as well. So it's definitely been bad for both teams. The foul on Duran is very, very obvious. McGuinness fouled. Villa get a free kick. 20 minutes to go here, and yeah, it was just a really professional performance from Villa today. Very little mistakes. Scored 2 very good goals, very well crafted goals. One from the set piece coach and one from Leon Bailey. And he's just a bit of magic, really, which you love to see. Bailey's just so good on the ball. You give him that space, Bailey will hurt anyone. Brilliant player. Imagine what Aston Villa will look like with a bigger transfer budget. Unai Emery magic, mate. This manager is incredible. I hope Unai Emery stays with Villa for a long time. I really do, because he has absolutely transformed Villa. People sometimes forget Gerrard had this Villa side looking at relegation, and he completely transformed Villa. So long may Unai stay here. You know, I will always back Unai, even if we go like several games without a win. We went one game. No, we won 1 in 6. And some Villa fans were like, have we been found out? I still, you know, undoubtedly gave my support for Unai. And, you know, he's not going to be perfect every time. But even the best manager in the world, you know, you give Pep Guardiola this Villa team, you know, it's not like he'd win the league with it. If Leverkusen does this comeback again, I swear, down someone needs to beat them. It's too... I mean, if Leverkusen have just got a goal back, if they come back again, do they just need to start, like, kick off from 2-0 down to get going? Like, that club is bizarre, I tell you. It's still 1-0 to Brighton against Roma. Time is ticking, though, and they've got a long way to go. They've still got another 3 goals to score if they want to come back in the Europa League. Liverpool lead 6-1 still. It is Leverkusen 1, Karabag 2. Club Brugge 3-0 up now against Molde, and it is Lille 1-1 against Sturm Graz. Probably the biggest, I think the most impressive result here is Tel Aviv 1, Olympiacos 4, which, if you don't know any context, Tel Aviv beat Olympiacos 4-1 in the first leg. That's 5-5 in aggregate. Incredible comeback from Olympiacos away from home. I think that's so unexpected, to be honest. It will be another change for Villa. Carlos just walking off it. I think he's caught a slight knock here. So another injury issue Villa have to think about. You know, the injuries at Villa, it's horrible. Longley is coming on for Aston Villa. This is what I worry about. Longley against Broby. That's what I worry about. That's the issue for me. From halfway into last season, we were 17th. Now we are 4th. Unai the GOAT. He's fucking brilliant, isn't he, Unai? Leon Bailey coming off as well. That'll be another change for Aston Villa. Just reading some comments on the TikTok. Villa win the Conference League. Do you agree? Big shout. I don't know. Because like that first leg against Ajax was shit. And we very easily could have lost that game. So I think we'll at least get to the semi-final. I'm not confident enough to say we'll win the whole thing, you know? Trying to be a bit more grounded. Longley coming on for Carlos. Diaby's goal. Wait, it said was Diaby's goal. The first. Oh, chance for Villa. Duran! Oh, off the crossbar! John Duran hits the crossbar. Oh, it's in! Yes! It's over the line! John Duran has actually scored! Well, it bounced on the line from the crossbar. But according to the referee's watch, it is a third goal. It's 3-0 to Aston Villa. I just looked over on my other monitor. Saw an absolute missile from John Duran. It crashed off the crossbar. It looked like from the angle we got, it just hit the line and bounced out. But it has crossed the line. It's 3-0 to Aston Villa. And we will be going through to the next round in the Conference League. Come on, you Villa boys. And to be fair, that will do John Duran a world of good. His confidence will be absolutely cooking from that. He only scores bangers. That is so true, George. He only scores bangers. How you doing? Oh, Dean, have you got anything to say about Villa today? Because I know you're very negative. Oh, he could be offside, potentially. We'll see. That's well over the line. Well over. So there is going to be a check to see if this is a third goal for Villa. Duran only scores power shots, I told you. You did say. He only scores bangers, mate. He only scores bangers. Only scores bangers. Yeah, 3-0 to Aston Villa, and we are absolutely cooking. Absolutely cooking. It was Tottenham, eh? It was Spurs. Never heard of that club. 3-0 to Villa, and the confidence is flowing through the... Yeah, I think the goal will stand. There is going to be a sub, though, for Ajax. An Ajax defender got injured during the goal. There's been so many injuries this game. So many. But an Ajax player, it looks like he's going to come up. I think it's Wrench, actually. He started the day as a right wing back. He's now right back. But he will most likely be coming off. You could have had a child in there and Duran would absolutely blast the shit out. Yeah, Duran don't give a fuck, mate. Duran's brilliant. Please hold the clean sheet. Oh, we do. I think it will do a lot of confidence. And it will do a lot of good for Villa. Hey, doing Jerome Villa TV, what's good, man? And Nadeem says, wow, Villa are on fire. Super John McGinn being... I mean, McGinn's played quite well today. And I think him being suspended will be a miss. I will say, I think Villa should appeal the red card. Because the appeal might get, like... a couple games rescinded. I think he'll have at least, like, a 1-game ban. But I've seen, like, some red card decisions... like get cut slightly. And I think it's a controversial red. And as a club, we might as well appeal it. I don't think it'd do any harm to not, to be honest. We get smacked one game, and next game we smack someone else. It's the Villa way, Luke. It's the Villa way. Villa down the left again. Moreno! That's gone out of play. Yeah, it's a free kick. It's a goal kick to Ajax. 78 minutes gone. Aston Villa 3. 10-man Ajax 0. Villa are absolutely strolling into the next round of the Conference League. Yeah, McGinn red card is a 3-game ban by a horrible decision. Yeah, that's just how red cards are. But like I said, I think the club should appeal. Because you look online and it's a very 50-50 split on if people think it's a red card or not. So the club might as well, you know. So what time do Spurs kick off in their European games? Do any Spurs fan wanna come in chat and tell me? Or what time their Champions League, Europa League, Europa Conference League? Surely a club like Spurs are in a European competition. So do let me know what time you kick off, yeah? Cheers, guys. This made my night, says League Hopkins. Bayern need to find them goals. Yeah, they are 2-1 down still to Karabakh. I'm surprised that they're losing that. I thought they'd have learnt their lesson from the first leg. The fact they went 2-0 down again is insane to me, to be quite honest. Yeah. Oh, what minute you're on? I mean, I'm watching this live, mate. I am like a roughly 10-15 seconds behind because I have Sky Glass, which was a very stupid decision from me. Martinez with his usual time-wasting antics for Villa. And he'll wait for Broby to come and close him down. I don't think that's necessary. The game's 3-0. They got 10 men. I don't think you need to do this shit housery, Emmy, to be honest. Emmy goes long, looking for Diaby. Villa get the second ball with Irog Bunham into Cash. Yeah, score is 3-0 to Aston Villa. Diaby linking with Tielemans. Elsewhere, for anyone interested, if you're just tuning in, it is Brighton 1, Roma 0, but they're 4-1 down on aggregate. Liverpool 6, Sparta Prague 1. That's an 11-2 aggregate score now. Bayer Leverkusen 1, Karabakh 2. That's 4-3 to Karabakh. Club Brugge 3, Molde 0 in the Conference League. Lille 1, Sturm Graz 1 in the Conference League. And Tel Aviv 1, Olympiacos 4. And that's 5-5 on aggregate. Which is insane. Incredible turnaround. Ajax have been shocking all year. We got ripped apart by AZ. Chats of Villa. I got to go back to your comment. Diaby! Yes! 4-0. It's Moussa Diaby at the near post. We have absolutely ran right this evening. Moussa Diaby 1-on-1 rifles the ball in. I mean, Ajax have fell to pieces. I know the red card doesn't help, but Jesus Christ, Ajax have absolutely crumbled here. And a lot of people were very worried when Watkins went off injured. The score's 1-0. We have absolutely cooked without Ollie Watkins. I think we've actually been, ironically, been better without him in this game, which I never expected myself to say that. Villa 4, Ajax 0. I mean, if there was any doubt, it's definitely gone now. I surely there was zero doubt in the first place. But yeah, 4-0 Villa. We have cooked. We have absolutely cooked it. And just going back to your comment, Ajax been shocking all year. We got ripped apart by AZ, Feyenoord, 20 PSV. We're awful. You play, to be honest, mate, and I'll say this, and I've said this even at like 0-0 as well. Ajax first leg were better than Villa. Ajax, ironically, I think deserved to beat us in the first leg. I thought we were absolutely shit. So, as much as, Ajax haven't been good in this game, but yeah, we were very fortunate to not come out of that first leg 1-0 down. I think Broby missed the sitter. So yeah. That's an actual little bit of praise I'll give to Ajax. Obviously, the scoreline doesn't lie. We've been by far the better team in the second leg. But first leg, I thought we were terrible. Didn't even provide, like, anything of note, really. Like a couple long shots that were saved from the keeper. We had a chance with Bailey right at the end that was blocked. Ajax playing like prime Sheffield United, says J3. Which is a bit harsh. Proves not a one-man team. Exactly, Jordan. I said this. We're not a one-man team. We cook. It's the system makes Ollie Watkins very good. Ollie's an incredible player anyway, but the system suits him to a T. How come whenever we want to lose, we then come back? It's always fun. I'd love a Fenerbahce next round. I would not. please. The team I'm worried about the most are Fenerbahce, so I'd rather avoid them. Ajax have been shocking, says Dean. We haven't been... I think we've been very good, Dean. I massively disagree. Here come Villa again. It's Diaby. That's a ball into McGinn. McGinn! Kellyman trying to arrive there. I'd love a Kellyman goal. I'd have loved the Kellyman goal. It nearly deflected right to him. The offside flag, though, does come up and save Ajax. We choke it when it matters. Don't expect to win the confidence. We've stepped up since... We have stepped up since Watkins. Yeah. I think we have a good chance to win it. Rogue Bunham's not had a lot of time on the ball because we've just had possession. And the Rogue Bunham, obviously his role is to anchor down the defence and... Yeah. So he's actually not had a lot of the ball at all. But it's, you know, it's been good. You have stocks in him. I will say, Timmy Rogue Bunham's stocks dropped a little bit in the first leg. I don't think he played very well at all. I thought he looked very nervous. I mean, a fair play. Like, I'd be fucking nervous. You're playing for Aston Villa when the pressure's on, and you're playing away against a European giant. That's Ajax. Like, it's gonna be tough, you know, mentally. So, yeah, he's barely playing for Villa as well. It was a lot on him, really. Here's Kellyman for Villa with Diaby on the overlap. Kelly, he tries to thread a pass for a needle there, trying to look for John McGinn. I love the vision, but that pass has to be perfect. Tim with a tackle on Broby, but Ajax recycle the ball. He stops the attack there, Tim, so he's done well. 4-0, can't believe it. Why was Diaby balanced? I don't get Diaby. Diaby's terrible on Sunday. He's been amazing today. Diaby man of the match by a mile today. Honestly, he has been brilliant from minute one. He's looked electrifying. He has ran the show for Villa. Absolutely ran the show. Watkins should have had a red. I mean, no, he didn't. It was a 50-50. You can't... Look, you haven't played the game. If you genuinely think it's a red card, you've not played the game. Because, like, it's a 50-50 challenge that both players have to... You know, they've got to gamble and go for it full-blooded. That is a 50-50 challenge. Little bit reckless, which is why it's a yellow card and a foul. But it's 50-50. That's how football's done, mate. That's how football is... You know, that's why... It's a contact sport. If Watkins doesn't slide in on the keeper there, I'd be disappointed. And I'm sure most football fans in chat will agree. Like, that's just how the sport is. Kellyman, he's done quite well since coming on, by the way. And I thought he was fouled there, but the referee doesn't think so. And a throw-in that Ajax is given. 4 minutes to go here. And it's Aston Villa 4, Ajax 0. Watkins 200% will be... No, he won't be withdrawn. Unless he gets injured, he won't be withdrawn from the England team. If his injury lasts until those games, yeah, we'll see. I think Solanke should have been ahead of Rashford anyway. I don't know why Solanke is not preferred. Rashford's had a terrible season. Just he plays for Man United. You swap the roles around. Solanke... If Solanke played for United, he'd be there every week. Duran stepped up. Duran's been actually very good. I criticised Duran when he came on. I was worried about him coming on. Duran's been very good for Villa. His finishing is a bit questionable, but he always tries. Chance for Ajax with Broby. Oh, it's really good goalkeeping from Martinez. I actually thought there'd be an Ajax goal there. Broby 1-on-1 tries to take the ball round Emmy, and the keeper's done fantastic there. I mean, he's onside. It's Longley. Not Longley, sorry. Was it Longley? No, it was Powell, actually. Powell kept him on. Martinez goes to the ground, wins the ball brilliantly. Man of the match for me is Diaby. Dean, 100%. Diaby's been fucking brilliant. This is the Diaby that we signed. This is the Leverkusen Diaby that we signed. Do you keep Duran or cash out on him? I don't think people would come in for big money for Duran anyway. Diaby. I think Duran is... I just think he's a little bit... He can be a liability sometimes because he's a bit of a headless chicken. If this is the Duran though, if this is the consistent Duran, we'll be fine. Because this Duran has actually played well, other than the sitter that he missed. He's played very well. Yeah, who'd replace Duran exactly if we cash out? Exactly. McGinn is foul. McGinn is literally kicked in the shins there, and it's free kick to Villa. Love to see Dave. Jonathan David from Lille. People were thinking about David when they won the league there in France. Was it 4 years ago now? Jonathan David never left. I'm still surprised about that to this day. I feel like he could have gone to like a really big club, and he's like missed his opportunity now. Two minutes to go here. Villa 4, Ajax 0. I mean, we have absolutely rolled over Ajax in this game. The first half was quite close. Second half, in terms of scoreline anyway. Ajax had a little bit of threat on the counter, but I'd say we slightly dominated first half. Second half has been an absolute drubbing. It has been complete and utter one-wave traffic. If I was an Ajax fan, I'd be very disappointed from what I've seen. a lot of the Ajax fans on Twitter are quite funny. Corner comes in for Ajax. It's going to go to the far post. I've not seen like any winger for Ajax all game. I must have read Taylor's name like 3 times. They've just had a shot that's hit their own man as well, just to sum up the game, and now the offside flag comes up. Jesus Christ. Am I supposed to take this competition seriously? That is game over. It is a 4-0 win for Aston Villa. We have absolutely cooked Ajax. There you go. That's a 4-0 scoreline that I well and truly appreciate. For the final time today, guys, you guys have been amazing. Please do follow me on both social medias. I am live on YouTube and TikTok. Ajax TV. I'd appreciate you all if you go and support me on all those. You guys have been amazing. Villa have absolutely hammered Ajax. I will be live for Villa against West Ham at the weekend. Thank you all for watching. Villa have been magnificent. And I will be doing a video on TikTok as well in the next few minutes just to give sum up my thoughts on the game. So if you want to watch that too, feel free. Thank you all for being here. Love you all. Up